Running back searching for a hole. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. On the ground, it's Thomas. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's looking to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Offense lining up quickly. Right back to the well. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not willing to try that 55-yard field goal, they'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's Rodgers. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll leave it with him. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Looking to pass. It's Sapp. Looking to scramble. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up with the run on 1st and goal. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. At the 30. 10. Touchdown Bulls! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want? Your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Back to throw, it's set. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. They've already converted a fourth down here in the first quarter, and they'll try it again. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. What a perfect play call to get the score.
And you're watching the backside on all your runs, making sure that backside, you're not cheating, not flying to the football. The offense saw something, caught him in it. The defense didn't have an answer. The reverse works to perfection.
Oh, and he hit the upright. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one.
He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
The UNLV offense will take over on 1st and 10.
Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
The toss to the right. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, we live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
And the defense has to be careful. When you've got receivers with the speed that guy has, you really need to play with good eye discipline and know where the ball is at all times. Because if he outflanks you, he can take it to the distance.
Brown wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. South Florida, 20. UNLV, 0.
The Bulls looking to convert on fourth down. Tosses to the quarterback. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, USF.
Man, do you have to love the timing, the sixth sense to call that play and know to be successful. Jesse, you're looking for big plays when you call trick plays, and a touchdown, that's exactly what you want.
Man, the quarterback was licking his chops too, David. When he got the ball back from the running back, he knew he had his guy wide open. At that point, you're just thinking, don't underthrow it too badly and don't miss this guy. Just give him an opportunity, and the trick play pays off.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. To the air, it's sacked. Going deep. Brings it in down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30 plus. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
For the offense.
They'll run it from the gun. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
For the offense.
They're going to ride this running back. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he'll let it fly. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Michigan is currently ahead in this one in a jam-packed big house, but it's been close so far. They're up by 7 over Central Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Tosses it back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. It's a flea flicker. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Going for the big play. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they They were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Wide out in motion. Brown will throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Bulls racing to the line in the hurry up.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Going for it all. Touchdown Bulls. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember,
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, UNLV. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down, it's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
Starting to feel a little pressure. And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. He'll call for the fair catch here. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Brown wants to pass. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Bulls will have it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The give to the left side. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Bulls want to pick up the tempo. Trying play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Fires into traffic, intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Throws toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed. But it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. To the air. It's sacked. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. The freshman trying to take a shot, but put just a little too much on it. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Tempo and overdrive. Looking to throw on 2nd down. This time he's got it.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Eckles. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bulls want to move quickly. Comes out throwing on first down. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown Bulls.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. DBs will try to keep everything in front. They'll throw it on first down. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw, it's Sapp. Trying to make magic with his feet. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
South Florida, 41, UNLV, 12.
And the Bulls will kick it away to start the second half.
Set to kick this one.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Wants to go up top. Coming after it. Get it out on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches...
He tries to take the top off. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Rebels.
Number 2.
If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
18.
Fair catch, called for and made. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Back to the quarterback. Going for the big play. And the pass is intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
The offense tries a little razzle-dazzle. They try and dial up a flea flicker, but the defense was not fooled. They stayed home in the back end, and they ended up coming up with the pick.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's sacked. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking to throw. He's going to fire deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. The offense starts with a short field. They go to the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll ride the hot hand. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. The lone back's got it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll put the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
The Bulls are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll run the quarterback sneak. Touchdown, South Florida! And the pummeling has started.
I love it. Forget all the cute stuff. It's 1st and goal. I'm trying to get 6. Nice job. Just get the quarterback under center. Let us push him into the end zone and get the touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. He wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Beasley. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Rebels are in the hurry up.
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab on the left side. The expressway is wide open. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll give it to the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Gain of 9. 2nd down coming up.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, USF. And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David just shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big ball touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. On the option. He'll toss it. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish. A 70-yard run to the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, the offense is sending a very clear message. They didn't hit that play, but they've shown they've got the quarterback with the arm talent, and they've got the wide receivers with the speed. They are going to try and take shots and take the top off this defense. So if you're the secondary on defense, you know right now you're going to be in your back pedal, and you're going to be turning and running a lot throughout the course of this game.
The Rebels in the hurry up. On 4th down, going to the air. Looking to take a shot. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels!
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Back to throw, it's Sapp. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
UNLV 31.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. One final play before the end of the quarter. On the option. He'll toss it. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, South Florida, 56.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Now on the option. He'll toss it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Fires to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Brown will throw it. Unloads it left. He's got it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Bulls look to keep this drive humming. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Still looking on the move. He's got his man. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. The Bulls will hustle to the line. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Now on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Bulls! And the punishment has been extended. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Wants to throw on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on second and 14. Dropping back, it's sacked. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll take us over. And now we're going to try to make you pay for that decision.
Touchdown Bulls! And the route is on. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Coming out with it, it's Robinson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the side.
And the UNLV
Bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Wide receiver shows motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Gonna run it. It's Thomas. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Got it past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
good enough for a first down.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Thompson. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10.
Good enough for a first down.
He'll just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle. It's Beasley. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. No huddle here for the offense.
First down for the offense.
The give to the tailback. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Second down.
Here's the handoff. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Up 9.
And the Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal.
UNLV.
They'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
It's still 3rd and goal. He's looking to throw. Floating away. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line.
You know, these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
With a virtually insurmountable deficit this late in the game, might as well try to put a little window dressing on it. He'll go, and he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
In a 4th and goal situation, bring in the beef, the goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting the touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
37.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well.
He's into the open down the middle. The 20, past the 10. Touchdown, South Florida. And the stomping has commenced. Beep, beep, beep. You know what that is? That's the garbage truck unloading the garbage time points right now.
And those garbage time points do count, though. And you're still playing the game, keep fighting, but it is that time when it's over, and nobody's really paying attention. Nobody's listening to me or you, Reese, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Brown wants to pass. He makes the grab in the end zone for the two-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed him to kick it there. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
78. UNLV. 37.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
On second down, they'll take to the air. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Going over the top. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, USF.
After this, it'll be a wrap.
Clear! Clear!
Going up top on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, USF! And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
They're going to run it. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
UNLV, 37.
He'll call for the fair catch here. One more play to pad the stats. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.